Welcome everyone. I hope you all are fit and fine at your homes. In the previous video, we already discussed about MS Access, how to open MS Access, what is database, and the objects related with MS Access. In this video, we will talk about how to open a blank database in MS Access, how to create field with required name, how to create a table, how to add the data within that table, and how to save the table. So let me start with the very first point of ours, that is how to open a blank database in MS Access. So when we want to create a database, first of all we have to click on start button. Then we get the option of all programs. When we click on all programs, we will get these options. Among these options, we have to click on Microsoft Office because we create database on MS Access. That's why we have to click on, yes, very good. We have to click on Microsoft Office Access 2007, which is known as MS Access 2007. Very good. When we click on this option, we get this one screen. In this screen, when we click on blank database, we get these options. And when we click on these options, first of all, we have to provide the file name. The file name can be provided by us or it can be used the default name. The default name are those names which was provided by computer itself, like as database 1, database 2, database 3 and so on. So when we type our file name, then we have to click on create option. When we click on the create option, we get this one screen. And this is the last step, how to create a blank database. Now we have to move on the second step, how to create a table. In this, first step is add the field name. So here you can see add new field. In this option, we have to provide the field names at here so that we can create a proper table for our database. So when we want to create or provide the new field names, we have to double click at here, and when we double click at here, we can write the name whichever I want to, like as I want to write the field name, that is roll number. So I will get roll number at the place of add new field, and then we have to click on enter button. Then we move on the next field. So when we write our field names, the screen will be look like this: first name, last name, address, city. These are our some fields name. So when we get these fields name for our table, now we have to add some data according to our fields name. So this is the end of how to add field name. Now we have to move on how to add data in the table for database. So when we get the field's name, we can write or fill our database for the table as per our field requirement. And this is the database as per our field names. And when we get these all things, this is our table data. So First of all, we have to know about the data types. Here we have 5 data types. These are text, number, memo, auto number, and date and time. So, in the first data type, which is text, you can store alphabets and numbers. But here we have the limits. The limit is up to 255 characters or 255 characters at a time. So, in a single cell, when you choose text data type, you can write only 255 characters. When we come on the second data type, which is number, in this, as you know by its name, we can store numeric information. Numeric information means 0, 1, 2 to 9. The third data type is memo. In this, again we can store text and numbers, but the limit of text and numbers are extended up to 65,536 characters. Means among text and memo, which one is better for us? Yes, memo, because in this we get exactly the better word limit, or better, yes, text and number limit. The fourth data type is auto number. In this, you can generate a sequential number, like as in this data type, if I provide these number like 1, 2, 3, and by mistake I forget to write the number for 4 and I write the next number. So if I use this data type, that is autocorrect, I don't need to write any number at this place. If I write 1 at here and when I enter at this point, I'll get second number by itself, and then third, fourth, fifth, and so on. This is auto number data type. And the last, that is date time. This data type stores the data and information like the dates and timing. Like in your school records, you all get admission date, and once you will left your school, you will get a date of leaving. So your school management record the whole that data when you enter in your school or when you leave the school. These data types was saved or used under date oblique time data types. So the last step of ours is save the table. So how to save a table? For saving a table, we have to click the save option. When we click the save option, we have to type name for our table, whichever I want to provide that table. Like if I stored the record of class 8th and I want to provide the name of the table, which one I would like to prefer the name of the table? Yes, record of class 8th. So when we provide the name of the table, then we have to click OK. And when we click OK, then we get our, what we get? Very good. Then we get the name for our table. So let me see the steps process. Here you can see the save option. This is our first step for saving a table. In the second option, we will get a dialog box. In this we have to type the, what we have to type? Very good. We have to type the name of table. Here we type the name of table, which is employees. And in the third step, what we have to do? When we finish the typing the name of table, we have to click OK option. And when we click the OK option. The table is saved and you will get the name of table on the title bar. Very good. So students, that's it for today. I hope you like it, and for the question and answers related with this video, please follow worksheet 2 and 3. Thank you students. Stay home, stay safe.